world's first Elsa squishy. And it ended up being the most intense, drawn-out process I could ever imagine.
What do I do? What do I do?
You see, I've been collecting squishies for some time now. They're cute, fun, and really squishy. If you've been watching my content, then you can probably tell I love Disney characters. So one day, as I was setting up my squishies, it hit me. Why don't I get Disney princess squishies, starting with Elsa? So I did a quick Google search and no results. I checked every website. Guys, I spent well over 100 hours searching for an Elsa squishy.
Go find me an Elsa squishy, you random hawk. Go find me an Elsa squishy, you strange Egyptian cat. Go. Go.
Like, there has to be an Elsa squishy out there somewhere. I found fluffy ones, round ones, weird ones.
Goodbye, scary Elsa.
And every Elsa you could imagine, except a squishy. Elsa squishies do not exist. Right when I was about to accept defeat and give up on my Elsa squishy dreams and try to move on with my life, then it dawned on me. Dun dun dun. I could be the first person in the entire world to make Elsa as a squishy. Because why not me? It will be bold, cute, colorful, squishy! I had a long way to go, but I was determined. First, I had to figure out how to make one. So it seems they're made out of foam. So I bought a foam block with my money. So I decided to begin carving out Elsa.
This is clearly not gonna work.
So I thought, what if I just buy a generic princess squishy and paint over it to look like Elsa? They do make a random squishy princess called like Kawaii Squishy Princess or something. And it was out of stock. So using a foam block wouldn't work. Repainting another princess squishy wouldn't work. So then I thought, how do squishy companies make their squishies? First, they make a 3D version online. Then they make a mold out of that in real life. Then they fill up that mold with foam, and once it's set, you have your squishy. Well, that's impossible for me to do. Or is it?
I'm calling my brother. Hey, do you still have that 3D machine?
So my new master plan was, we 3D print the Elsa squishy design, we'll make a mold out of it, since the material will be plastic and not squishy. Then, when the mold is ready, we'll fill it with liquid foam, let it set, paint it, and now we have a foam squishy Elsa. Simple, right? It was not going to be simple.
So this is my brother Ben, and he's going to tell us how this 3D machine works.
Well, first of all, it's a 3D printer.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what it is.
So right now he's doing something called stabilization.
It's actually called leveling, but yeah.
Okay, so Ben, why don't you explain it? Because I just don't feel like explaining all this right now.
So in order for it to print like successfully, it has to be perfectly flat and perfectly level, so that each layer is the same. So like no bumps, no like little like, you can't move it. Once it's leveled, you have to just stay away from it.
Okay.
So it was time for the phase 1 of the master plan, the 3D model.
Now I just need to find a 3D model of Elsa that looks like a squishy. This one looks too real. This one is too round. I don't even know what's happening here. Oh, guys, I think we found it. So this is gonna take like 55 years to continue printing, so I'm gonna go upstairs and continue with my day and come back. And hopefully it will be good.
I had no idea how bad things would go.
It's called bonsai.
Firing me? I kicked his butt though.
So it's been a couple of hours, and now we're going to check on the 3D machine printer and see if it's good. I'm really excited. I really actually do hope that it turned out good. What in the world? What happened? Is this my fault? What is this? I thought, this is not Elsa. I think we need to call Ben.
Guys, I really thought it was gonna work the first time, and I was really wrong.
Ben, we called you here today because your machine stinks.
Well, this usually doesn't happen. Did you bump it or anything?
I mean, no.
I had bumped the table and ruined it.
So, we're fixing it. Well, look, he's fixing it. He told me I can't be close.
So the first 3D print had failed, but this time, by not bumping into the table, it ended up being printed perfectly.
Hi. Hi. Ah! This is relaxing, guys. Okay, so I'm planning on making a mold with it. How will I do that?
That should be fine, but there's gonna be supports because of the overhangs to help me with the print. So you'll just have to remove those.
Okay. The moment has come. We're gonna go look at it. It looks really, really good. Like, this is top-notch 3D machine work. Like, I'm not gonna go near it. I don't wanna mess it up, but it's Elsa. It's time to take the supports off. Oh, that's satisfying. Don't do this at home. It's done. So a 3D printer uses plastic, and clearly that is way too hard. What we actually need is something squishy like this. So we're gonna make a mold out of this and fill it with the right material.
Okay, so clearly the material was way too rigid. So that is where the next part of the master plan comes into play. The mold.
Now we need to make the enclosure for the mold. It's stringy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna glue her to the middle of one square, and then we're gonna like slowly build the box around her. So that way we can pour the silicone into the top and it will harden around her and make the mold. The box is done. It's now time to move on to pouring the silicone. So this is silicone. So essentially it comes with part A and part B. You mix the two together and 4 hours later it hardens into a rubber. Alright, time to pour in the silicone. I don't see any leakage, so it seems fine right now. Alright, now I just gotta wait 4 hours and it will harden. Alright, it's the next day. This process has taken a lot longer than I thought. Oh wow, that was easier than I thought. Oh, never mind. I think this is gonna be a messy process. Okay. So now I just need to cut the Elsa figure out carefully so we can make it a mold. Come on. Come on. Okay. She lives. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the mold. It kind of looks delicious.
It was now time to move on to the final stage, the foam.
So here's a foam mixture, and it said to do it on top of plastic to be safe, but whatever, you know, whatever. Okay, I'm really excited to see this foam. Now we're going to just pour in the mixture stuff. It says a 2-to-1 ratio, so we're gonna mix this one first before we add the other one. Now we're gonna add the 1 cup of the other one. This might be too much liquid, but you know, the more the merrier, right? Ooh, it's looking good. It's looking good. Is it supposed to rise like that? It's rising really fast. Oh no, it's coming out. Okay. Oh no. What do I do? What do I do? So I think we have a problem.
As you can see, when you don't read directions, things go wrong. And learn from my mistakes, guys.
Okay, we're gonna do way less this time, and we have to be really quick. So let's do it. Okay. Let's do it. It's looking kind of gross right now. Thank goodness it's working this time. It's still a little messy, but literally not as bad as it was before. Now we wait. So the foam has now set, and I'm going to be taking it out of the mold. I'm kind of scared. It looks good. I just don't want to break it or damage it. Okay. Okay, so this model is just too delicate. There's too many delicate pieces and the foam is just not doing a good job capturing them. So I need a model that's more solid and round. But luckily, I already thought of this earlier because I thought this might be an issue. So I got these frozen finger puppets online and that's what we're gonna use. So that means that not only are we doing Elsa, we're gonna do the whole cast. And I already made the molds. Surprise. So here are the 5 finished foam models. They all look perfect, like the style they're in is just awesome. They're really adorable. And all they need to be perfect is a fresh coat of paint.
So here are all the squishies. I think they turned out pretty nice. They're cute, fun, and of course, very squishy. It was a really long and complicated process, but I had so much fun. Comment below what custom squishies I should try to make next.